Something's wrong, but I'll tell you what. You know why? Because I'm doing things my way. And that's the only way I know how to do it. Alright guys, welcome back to Cherezian Racing. I'm Ryan, and I'm currently getting the hobby stock ready to race. You can see I pulled all the body panels back off, getting ready to paint it. But first, before I paint it, I gotta get not one, but two battery trays situated in the car. So, as you guys saw the last video, you know that we've been getting real close in this hobby stock. And we're gonna try to race it this weekend. Not sure if that's gonna happen or not, but I needed a battery box, and well, good old tow vehicle has got a bunch of battery boxes welded in it, so I just go ahead and ground out all the welds in this one, and yeah, that'll do. And I can cut it right in half, and then I'll have one battery box, two battery box. The problem here is it's a little bit too wide, but that's no problem. Just chop it up a little bit, widen it, weld it back together. That's what we do here. All right, so I cut the dealio in half here. And actually, I don't need to widen it at all, because that side, yeah, it's not going to fit all the way up in there. But guess what? These things are long enough where all I got to do now is run a little bar here, roll it together, and that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. These guys are exactly the same length, so after I weld it together, I'm going to go ahead and put some type of bolt here and a bolt here, and then some type of clamp, and cinch it down, and it won't go anywhere.
Probably come from doing things my way.
All right, so I'm actually gonna put one up there and one up there, so I can move it back and forth and get a little bit higher in the chassis, so the bow, so I have a little more of a pendulum effect, right transfer onto the right rear easier. I like weight higher than I do lower, so I'm gonna go ahead and make these I guess straps, as you call them. And what I did is I cut a bunch of these guys off. Basically what I had here was an old shackle bolt, wherever the hell I put it on this messy bench here. Damn. Right here. Cut off a good chunk of it, as you guys can see. These are fine threads, which is what I wanted. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and weld these bad boys on the bottom here, like that. And then you'll see in a second what I'm going to do with the rest of it.
I'm usually wrong, seldom right. One thing's for sure, I'm living my life my way. Yeah, my way. Yeah.
Alright, got them welded on, and now you know, gonna have to tap these threads to get a nut on there, but no big deal, because I got the tap and die set, baby. Pittsburgh. Alright, so I'm sure there's about 100 different ways you can do this, but this is the way that my brain thought to do it. So, tapped it like I was talking about, got the threads all cleaned up, and now I took the nuts that went on there and I ran the tap through those two, and this pretty much thread on real nice and easy, but I don't want them to thread on nice and easy. I want them to go ahead and have like a stop, like a lock on them, which they do now. Check it out. This is what I did. See that little mark right there? Mark right there. Yeah, I made that a lock washer by using a chisel and a big ass sledgehammer, and I just went ahead and punched it and basically pinched the threads in here. So when I go ahead and tighten this baby down, it's gonna lock itself into place, and then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have a little piece of basically a sleeve here. This one is not the right size, but it will be the right size. I don't know where it is exactly right now. But this guy's gonna go over there, and then I'm gonna have to trim this a little bit. But basically this is what's gonna pivot on the threads, and then on one end of this dude I'm gonna weld on probably a big ass piece of rebar, because that's what 90% of this car is made out of at this point, is rebar. But that will be the basically the little bar that's gonna hold and clamp the battery down. Thirsty Thursday, something new. Jack and Sprite, different, not bad, but not as good as Jack and Pepsi. Okay, so anybody in their right mind would basically just take this hunk of junk that I made here, spray paint it and put it on the car, right? But I've come to realize that I have a mental problem, and that is I can never not do something the best I can. Call me a perfectionist, call me whatever you want, but anybody in their right mind would put this hunk of junk on that hunk of junk right there. But seeing I'm doing the job, I just don't want to do it half-assed. I don't know, something inside of me won't let me do it that way, and it takes a lot longer to do it the ways I want to do it. But I don't know, I do it right, I think, in my mind. So I clean this up pretty good with a scraper and then a brush, just to get all the crap off there, because I do want to spray paint it before I put it on the car. And I just figured if I'm spray painting over grease and shit, even though I'm literally going to be welding this with that side down, I don't know, something inside me is like, hit it so it doesn't rust. So I don't know. Woo-hoo. I'm not all there, but I'm gonna keep on doing it the way I know how to do it, and that is to do it as best as I possibly can, and clean it all up, and then hit it with some spray paint and make it look decent. Even though it's a hunk of junk that I just built in an hour, it is what it is. All right, I feel much better about myself now. Battery boxes are where they're going to be. I'm just going to go ahead and freaking burn them in right now. I don't know the protocol. Obviously the battery's unhooked right now, but with the whole HEI distributor thing, I don't know what the protocol is on welding on the chassis with the HEI distributor plugged in. So if anybody's out there in the comments can tell me if this is a good thing to be doing or a bad thing to be doing. Do I need to unplug this every time I weld? Let me know. All right, one down, one to go.
I've been known to drink a few and have a smoke or two, but that's my way. Yeah, my way. I burn down them Saturday nights, but Sunday morning I get back right. That's my way. Yeah, my way.
All right, number 2's burned in. Oh baby. All right, so it is Saturday race day, as you guys can see. Not on the track, but that's fine because they got a race next weekend, August 20th. So I'm gonna try to shoot and make that one. But basically I got the battery trays all welded in. I got the drill press running today. Been cutting, I've been grinding, I've been customizing, making stuff from scratch. So let me show you what I got going on here. Right now I'm making the top hold down for the battery. Just basically cut a hunk of scrap metal I had lying around, drilled 2 holes in it with the drill press, and then I got these guys going through, as you can see right now. Anybody know what this is? Fine threads on top, stock round solid steel on the bottom. Anybody know what that is? Let me just give you a hint. It's off the engine. All right, so basically right now I'm gonna go ahead and I got the little metal piece down here on the bottom that I cut off. I'm gonna connect the dots right here, right there, with none other than rebar. You guys knew it. But right now I'm drinking a cold beer, enjoying a nice Saturday, and smoking some chicken. All right, it's my second try here. Got it rolling at 225, almost right there on the temp. Got about 6 chicken breasts in there. So hopefully this time they're not all dry like the last time I did chicken. I've had them on there for about an hour, rolling a nice little bit of smoke out of it. We'll see. Hopefully this time it's a lot better than the last time. All right, about to start cutting some rebar here. But this guy right there used to be a footstep that was down here that kind of at one time went like this and there, so you could kind of put your foot in there and then get up on the tailgate. But that is what the battery hold down is. So use some scrap, and I'm going to cut another piece off the same length, and then I'm going to put them together like that and then weld them all the way down so they're really strong and sturdy, so when I start clamping down the nuts on both sides, it doesn't do like a U on me, and it stays strong and sturdy. So everything I'm using on this dang thing for the battery trays and the hold down, and basically everything I'm using is secondhand stuff, scrap metal off either this truck or just stuff I got lying around, rebar I find in the yard. It's all good. Let's check these bad boys out here. Oh yeah, this one's done. She's rising at 150. All right, survey says this time it's good. It's hard to tell, but there is a smoke ring, and that is some juicy, juicy tender chicken. Bomb. All right, I'm making them, as you can see. Redneck, right? And I just figured I'd share with you guys that this song came on and it reminded me that I'm doing things my way. And it's probably the wrong way, like I was saying earlier, you know, going way too far, doing things absolutely perfect in my mind and spending a lot more time doing it, but I'm doing it my way, guys. And it might be the downfall of my life, but it's what I'm doing and I'm proud of it. Rebar battery hold down for free. My way. All right, I'm working on taking this other piece of flat bar that was a piece of spaghetti, and I'm flattening it out now with a little bit of heat and a cheater pipe. And for anybody wondering, this is how I do my beers from now on. This is my calling card right here. I take the lid off, but what I do is anybody who drinks beer knows that sometimes you might not know how many beers you had the night before. So what I do is I take this cap, the top lid, whatever you want to call this little doohickey, and I put it in my back pocket. So in the morning I just count them. I'll be like, all right, had 8 beers last night. Keeps track of everything. All right, it's still a little bit of spaghetti, but it's getting a lot closer to being flat. All right, it's a little bit of a hand from a big old sledgehammer. Got her pretty flat. Gotta burn it in. Alright, this has been on the board for a long, long time. No more. She's finally gone. Alright, got them both painted up. Got the hold down and the little bars painted up too. They're all drying up. So what I'm doing now is I'm relocating our diff breather hose, because it used to be right there and now that hole is covered up. So I drilled a new hole right there. So I'll go ahead and put it right there. And then I made a breather hose for the fuel tank that goes all the way down to the bottom of the tank here. So one thing at a time. All right, got them bolted down. All I gotta do is put the jam nuts on here, on the little all thread deal there. And here we go again. The question is, why am I painting the nut? I mean, really? I'm painting the freaking nut. Something's wrong, but I'll tell you what. You know why? Because I'm doing things my way. And that's the only way I know how to do it. If it feels right here, I'm gonna do it. No rust. Ooh, we got a new player here. Nice and ice cold. That ain't water. All right, got a sticker here. Gonna put it on the fridge. Ooh. I don't like Yellow Wolf, but I like this song. It's a good one. All right, so Mr. Jeff has been supporting the channel for a long time. He's one of the first subscribers back in 2019. So if you guys send me a sticker, I'll put it on the fridge. And Jeff's been there a long time. Him and Claude Ratliff were good buddies, even though they're across the eastern seaboard. But send me whatever you guys want, I'll put it on the fridge. I love this decaled up fridge. All right, would y'all look at this mother? He dead. That pops, Jeff. Guess what? The dude also sent me some koozies. Pretty nice. Thank you, Jeff. Now it's time for some body work. All right, so the question is, why did I go ahead and sand down all those body panels that are kind of junk anyways? Well, again, I'm doing it my way. So I sanded down the roof, this cowling here on the front, this side panel, and the hood. So I'm gonna paint all this black. So, good old paintbrush, a quart of Rust-Oleum black that looks blue, but apparently this stuff dries black. So, here we go. Man, this stuff's a trip. Looks pretty cool right now because you got half it dried black and some of it's still blue. I kind of like the way it looks right now, but it's all gonna turn black. All right, so Livia's inside on a work call, so I'm all alone for dinner tonight. So I got the barbecue fired up, got an old hamburger hot dog on the way, and I don't normally drink on Sundays, but you guys know my rule. If I'm barbecuing or grilling or smoking meat, anything cooking related out here, I can at least have one beer. And I don't normally drink on Sundays like I just said, but this Bush Peach is so gourmet, and it's such a nice day. It's just hitting hard right now, so I'm relaxing, letting that paint drop a little bit on Double Trouble. Man, it's been a long couple weeks. Last weekend we were down in San Diego for my sister-in-law and now my brother-in-law's wedding, which is really nice. A really nice wedding they had down there in San Diego in the Del Mar area. So congratulations, Liana and Aaron. They don't watch my YouTube channel, and fun fact is none of my family at all, besides maybe my dad when he can figure out how to use his TV and get YouTube on it. But besides him, pretty much everybody in my family does not watch my videos, so they're not going to see this at all. But I did see a couple fans there, and I just got to give out a shout out to Alexa Michelson and my boy Sean for coming up to me, and they're my friends from a long time ago, but to see that they watch my channel and they're Cherezian racing fans just means a lot. So it's cool to see you guys out there in public. If anybody ever sees me in public, come find me, because it's cool talking to you guys. Cheers to you guys. And it was cool seeing you guys out there at the wedding and having a couple drinks and just having a good time. Beautiful wedding, like I said. But yeah, if you guys see me in public, no matter if it's at the track, shopping, at the grocery store, doesn't matter. Come say what's up, because I love it. All right, one heavy coat is dried. You can kind of still see the little flames that are there. You can see some, I guess, imperfections in the paint where it's kind of dripped a little bit, but who cares? It looks good. And it dried black, not blue. And like I said, I put a big old thick coat on it, so I think that's all I gotta do. It's looking good. All right, I think she's ready for a maiden voyage this Saturday, August 20th. Just got to basically do all the prep work on the body, on the nose and fenders here. Got to either pressure wash or scrape all this stuff off, sand it down so I can paint all the yellow black. I'm gonna keep the red on it. And then I got to go ahead and put all the panels on the back and prep those as well. Make sure they're all nice and cleaned up. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing and just brush it all black back here. And a couple more small things on the motor and kind of tidy up the exhaust a little bit. But I just sunk a couple bolts through the bumper here. So this guy's all secure down. Getting really close. So hopefully this Saturday we'll be out there, Antioch Speedway, for the maiden voyage of Double Trouble. Should be a fun first night out in the car. Hopefully it will be a good one, but until then I'm going to end the video now, and then we'll have probably a video this week working on it more, and then the race. So you guys keep your fingers crossed that this thing is going to run good, and it's been a long time coming, but it's ready, it's time. So thank you guys for watching, and you guys remember, if it's bent, it's not broken. See you guys next time.